Good morning, students. Very glad to meet you after a long gap. I hope you are all happy and safe. Yes, our classes are going through the online mode. Now we are going to be discussed for the standard 8th standard history lesson, when, where and how. I hope the topic, the heading also very impressive, because it indicates when, where and how. When we have to be asked these kind of questions, something happen or very interested one and all, we will ask a question. For example, the month August is remembered for independence. How we got independence? Where? When? So when denote the time, where it mentioned the place, how it explained the fact. So it is a curious heading. This curious heading, that is a curiosity. That curiosity leads to learn something. That learn something, that is a history. The history make us to learn something in curious manner as well as interested manner. Yes, this topic also very easy and interesting topic. Through this we are going to be learn about how we become under the colonial powers. Yes, introduction of this lesson is, the history is a record of past events. Yes, history is a record of past events. But all the events not become a history, but the very important facts alone become a history. Like a way, in this topic, the British are the rulers of India for nearly 200 years. How they came to India, why they came to India? Actually they came for the purpose of trade. For when they came to India, the people of Indians not having the mindset about one nation. We are not feel about same country. Nowadays we have many factors to unite ourselves. For example, the author. The author is unite all the Indians. The voter ID, this is common for everyone. But the arrival of Europeans, there is no more identity, because the country was divided and ruled by various rulers in their region. But when they came to India, they make us under their power control. Next, the periodization of history. According to the history, it is a vast topic from the origin of the earth to modern days. Still now itself the history is developing, history is growing. So how to study this vast history? We want to study the history, we need to be separated, or we have to be divided like a subject lessons in a book. How we have a different lessons in a book, like a way we have to be classify the history. Generally history is classified into three. One is ancient, medieval and modern. Ancient. Ancient means very old. Yes, the origin of human being to settled life itself, that period is called ancient period. The next period belongs to the medieval, called medieval period. In this time, the people are having a sense about the country and the rule, the administration, the feeling of to protect the people. This is developed in medieval period. The modern period. The modern period is happened after the influence of the Europeans travel towards the Asia and Africa. For example, in the year 1453 AD is very important time in history. What happened in 1453? This is the time the Constantinople was captured by the Turks. That makes the Europeans to find out sea route to reach Asia. This is because of trade alone, but it had some another impacts. According to James Mill, he wrote a book in 1870, he wrote a book called A Brief History of Brief History of India. That book was written by James Mill. In the James Mill, in his book, he mentioned the ancient and medieval modern history as the ancient history as a Hindu history. Then medieval belongs to Muslim, modern belongs to the British. Through the way he wrote this book, yes, this is widely accepted because he clearly divided the history of India, because until medieval period there is no more complex of people, because that time India having only Hindu people alone. Later the Muslims or the traders, they came from Arabia and they have to be mingled with us. They mingled with us and they have to be established their government as well as they ruled. Later, the modern period, the British came to India through the Constantinople capture. Okay, this is the way we have to be understand the periodization of history. So next we going to be study about the history. We need to be sources. We are studying modern period alone. Yes, this period belongs to the modern period. The beginning of modern period having various debate. Yes, the modern period start from 15th century in Europe, but in India it start after the 18th century. What is the reason of, in the sense, because till the end of Muslim rule or Islamic rule is considered as the beginning of modern period. Later the control of British to us, that period is considered as a modern period. Okay, so when we are studying history, the literary sources are the very important sources. The literary sources are classified into two types. One is foreigner sources and indigenous sources. The foreigners notes are called manuscripts, newspaper, as well as official records. Official records are called as literary sources. In that manuscripts, what they have to be wrote, what they have to be experienced, what they have to be feel, what they have to be seen, all those things they have to be written in manuscripts. Next, indigenous sources. Indigenous means the person, those who write about his country. For example, a Indian write about his country, that is called indigenous sources. Like a way, the Rasundari Devi, she wrote a book. In her book, she mentioned about the life of woman in the period of early modern period. Okay, through the book we be able to know about the woman's condition in India. She belongs to Bengal, but through the book we know about the woman's conditions. So next source is official records. Yes, official records. What is the importance of official records? The official records are maintained by the administratives. Who is the administrative here? After British become a ruler, they set up and establish their own administrative setups. So they have to be maintained record. The records mostly what they have to be maintained, what good they have to be purchased here and what they have to be exported to England. What material they have to be brought from England, how much they have to be sold. This kind of official things they have to be written and recorded in their offices, that is called archives. So all the official documents they recorded in archives. Next, in that archives, not only official records, they also mention also collected surveys. What they surveyed? They surveyed the topography of our country and the cultivation method and what kind of plants that we be able to cultivate. So all the sources they have to be collected through the survey manner. Next they have to be follow census also. Census. What do you mean by census? The amount of people they have to be calculated, that is called a census. In India 1881 AD is the first time the official census are collected. Okay, so these are all the sources they have to be maintained in their archives. Next, museums. The valuable materials they have to be preserved and kept in a place that become a museums. For example, in last month our Prime Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, he opened a museum in Keeladi because that Keeladi having a lot of valuable information about the Dravidian culture. So all these kind of sources support us to know about the history. Okay, so in this lesson I hope you are understanding about the when, where and how. Overall this period is called as colonial period. So how we become a colonial period and all, the British came for India as a traders and understanding the condition of Indians, they controlled the Indians and they become a rulers. Okay, so when we studying history we need to be analyze the period of history. That period of history classified into three: ancient, medieval and modern. According to James Mill, he mentioned ancient history as a Hindu history, medieval history as a Muslim history, modern history as a British history. When we studying history we need to have a supportive sources, that is called literary sources and official records. I hope you understand the lesson. Further lesson will be continued in the next session. Thank you, children.